Fellas, so there's a reason why 99% of the men who try to achieve sexual purity, they're more than likely not going to achieve it. It's the reason, brother. Okay, the reason why is because, first and foremost, before I tell you the reason why,
Hey.
on this video, I'm pretty much going to talk to you guys about the reasons and why a lot of men fail sexual purity and the reasons why they can't keep going the next level. Okay, so stay tuned by the end of the video so you know what these things are. Guys, I've been doing this for 5+ years now, but God's grace, I've seen it time and time again. What people try to do, what works and what doesn't. Why people go 30 days, they may even go 400 or 200 days, but then they always go backwards. They can't go a year, 2 years, 3 years. So we'll discuss that in this video. So I have written down a couple points. So if you keep seeing me look down, I'm going to explain that. So the first point, okay, the reason why men keep failing is because men rely too much on motivation. Now, fellas, motivation can only get you so far. Like this video, for instance. You may see another person talk to you about sexual purity or semen retention, and you may get motivated off of it. But the true results come from your drive, right? The drive from your life. That's the key. If you don't have a drive for your life, it's going to be a little bit tough for you. That's the only reason how I was able to go 5.9 years, because I had a drive every day and that I looked up to, that I looked forward to. Not only did I have motivation throughout the world, like David Gogg and so on and so forth, but I also had a drive within inside of my own life that I wanted to change. So that's one of the main things. Have a drive for your life. Don't just depend too much on motivation. Motivation only gets you so far. The second thing, okay, people, they focus on streak, not purpose. Every day in life, it comes with a habit, habitual things. And if you don't have anything that you're transmuting to, it's gonna be a little bit tough for you. Every day have something that you're looking forward to outside of semen retention. Because if you're too much in your head and you keep thinking about, okay, I can't relapse on this day, or you have a calendar, then you mark off the day, so on and so forth, you are too much in your mind. Think about like a boxing match, right? When you think of a boxing match, the people that are inside the boxing match, they're focused on fighting, they're focused on winning, right? But they're not really focused on sex. They're not really focused on a woman in the corner. They're focused on hitting each other. Regardless if they may have those thoughts or not, they're focused on hitting each other and consistently trying to fight, so that way they can get a knockout and that way they can get a win, right? So you need to have a purpose every day that you wake up that you can think about, instead of that you can transmit your energy towards, instead of transmit your energy towards your own semen retention journey. So transmit that energy towards your purpose, and that is how you're going to grow in life, okay? And that's going to go with the third thing. They don't really address the root cause of the problem. So if it seems like you keep struggling, brother, there has to be a root cause of the problem. The biggest thing that we teach inside of our training program is that you always have to have a foundation. The foundation is having, a standard in your life. If you don't look up to something bigger than yourself, it's going to be a little bit tough for you. So that means not just having a purpose, but also having something that you go to. A lot of the men that succeed, especially every man who succeeds, at least for myself too, they had Jesus Christ in their life, right? Jesus Christ is the way. He's the truth and life, and no one comes to the Father except through him. Without him, none of this stuff would be possible. I'm telling you. You have to have a foundation in Christ. And without that root, then it's going to be tough for you to go a year, 2 years, 3 years. If you don't have a root of the issue, if you don't know what the root is, then you will never learn. You will never go the next level where you want to go to. And a lot of the times, a lot of people try to depend on willpower. Willpower can only go so much. And that's why you have to have our foundation, which is Jesus Christ, okay? So the next thing is, okay, they lack a plan, right? Without a plan, where's the location going to, right? We have to think about every construction site that's ever built, right? Let's say a building, right? It may take them a year to build it, especially if it's a tall building, or even 9 months, whatever the case may be. But they have a plan. They have a structured game plan on how they want it built, where they want it built, and how we're going to do this. They have a group of men, a group of team. They consistently stay active at it day to day, and it causes them to grow into a nice building. So all from scratch, right? Nothing there to now a big building, right? So, and that is the same thing for your sexual purity journey. You must have a plan, right? So, every day you need to wake up doing an activity that's going to help you go to the next level. And that's going to actually go to the last point, which is seeking guidance, but doing the correct action game plan step, right? Every person that is successful has a plan. Sometimes it may depend on luck. They may go to lottery tickets, so on and so forth. But every man that has made $1 million, or made, a journey upon their sexual purity journey, or whatever the case may be, every success is they have a plan. If you don't have a direction in your life, you can't grow, right? So that's the biggest thing. Have a direction in your life, have a plan. That plan is going to take you to the next level, okay? This is going to go to the next thing. They underestimate the power of environment. So this is something that's very powerful because your environment plays a big role. Now, for me, I've achieved 5.9 years in my parents' house, living in my parents' house. So it's not really your parents, it's about your friends. It's about what you see on YouTube. It's about what you see on IG. Everything that you see on a day-to-day basis becomes you, right? So if you keep seeing things that are in a lustful manner, you keep hearing things like lustful music, the TV shows, everything, right? If you keep putting that in your kingdom, it's going to cause you to be in a more lustful state. How do you stay away from that? You must flee away from those people that are causing you to sin, whether it be music industry, rappers, whether it even be your own friends, right? I know it's hard, because your friends, you may have grown up with your friends, they may have been your college buddy, but if they're not where you want to be at on your sexual purity wise, there's no point in hanging out with them. Yes, contacting them here and there, but in terms of physically associating yourself with them on a consistent basis, that's not a good idea, because their energy is going to rub off your energy. Their mindset is going to rub off your mindset. It's who you associate yourself with, you will become. So environment plays a big role, I'm telling you. Okay. And here's going to go to the last thing. I think this is very important too, because for me, my whole life, I've always seeked out guidance, but it's going to be, you need to seek out guidance, right? A person that does not seek out guidance will not achieve sexual purity at all. You need to learn. Actually, we live in a copy and paste world where you can learn from somebody who's already been there and done that. So let's say you have a person who's on day 0 and he wants to know how to go a year. Don't learn from the person who's only on 6 months. Don't learn from the person who's only on 4 months. You need to learn from the person who has been there and done that, who's on over 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, because they're going to teach you how to go a year and actually keep that year. If you take advice from anyone who's on 8 months, they're still trying to get to a year. So don't do that. So if you don't know how to do anything, or if you don't know how to go a year, if you've never even been 90 days, 100 days, or even 400 days, 365 days, then it's best for you to learn from somebody who's already been there and done that. So that's one of the biggest things. It's something that helped me out since the age of 7. By the grace of God, I have been in trainings, whether it be training facilities, coaches from sports, but those were my guidance. That was the people that I went to in order for me to help me out, right? So that was a big thing for my life. I'm so thankful for them. Words cannot describe, and it's led me to become the man I am today. Without them, I don't know where I'd be at. So it's definitely important to seek out guidance and have people around you who are where you want to be at. And that's going to go with the last point. But you have to make sure, fellas, is that associate yourself with some people. Associate yourself with the people that are where you want to be at, okay? And that's exactly what I want to tell you guys, is that we are headed to the end of the year. So if you guys are struggling with pornography and you want to get a restoration, not at New Year's, but entering to the New Year's, okay? What I want you guys to do is book a call down below. We are actually open for enrollment for anyone who wants to join our Kingdom Marriage program. Again, we're looking for the right mindset. So if you have a right mindset, and you are also, a person that wants to be a believer or is a believer, then you will have the right foundation, which is going to lead you towards your success. So go down below, book a call, see if you're a good fit for our training program. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.